Hello, I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris. I'm burping. Anyway, I'm also a co-founder,
Why do you always burp on the
president, and
live
the
streams?
technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you are brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto very easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. So thanks for joining us on our keto journey.
Yeah, I've got an itchy nose.
I've just had enough of my Ninja Creamy that my tongue is kind of fat and now I can't talk.
Well, Storm Chasing Gal is here from Jenks, where July has
Hello.
revisited because it's hot again. And Becky just finished dinner with Keto Chow salted caramel blender ice cream, and that was very cold.
That's why I'm eating salted caramel.
I
think
had
it's dirty
raspberry cheesecake, and I put some chunks of cream cheese into it and ran a respin, and they completely blended in. Like, I could not even find them. I was expecting, maybe I should have just used the mix-in setting instead. But anyway, I was disappointed. The raspberry cheesecake ice cream itself was
Good.
extremely good. Anyway, Lynn is just finishing up making eggnog, orange cream, and blueberry keto chow. I hope
Nice.
separately, because those together would be weird. Anyway, yeah, Lynn is here, so is Carrie. Hello, Carrie. Rihanna says hi, friends.
Hi.
Jennifer is waving.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi,
Marie
Marie.
says hello. Mike says hola.
Hi, Mike.
Jennifer says
Hola.
hello, beautiful people. Jennifer Bundy
Jennifer.
is here as well.
Hi, other Jennifer.
Elle is here. I had maple waffle today, and it was delicious. Nice.
Yum. That does sound delicious.
Visual Keto is ear hustling. Welcome.
Hey.
Lori is here from Vancouver Island. Joanne says, burp away, Chris. Good evening from Mesa, Arizona. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose.
It's like we sit down
It's
here
better
and all of
out
a sudden
than
you
in.
have to burp.
Becky says it's still hot in Austin, even though the sun is down.
Yeah.
Lewis is here, says, I love Keto Chow.
Lewis.
Can you give me any suggestions for a fish-based protein blend?
I don't know.
I don't know about what exactly you're looking for, but when it comes to fish, I usually go with salmon.
Yum.
I like to get the canned salmon. Oh, there's some right there next to your foot. Because you left it there.
It's
That's
what
the
I
stuff that
keep
we get
next
from
to my bed,
Costco.
just in case I need a snack.
Yep.
I actually put a whole thing of those in my drawer at work.
Okay. Let's see. Supposing Darkness is here. Mimi says, hello, Keto Chef family. Just made Wendy from Loving on Keto's bread with pecan sticky bun. It smells so good. Sarah's here. Says, good evening.
Hi, Sarah.
Kate in Salt Lake says, good evening, all. Marianne is
Hi, Kate.
here
Hi,
as
Marianne.
well. Tomorrow, 60th birthday. Well, we might as well go ahead and sing now. All right,
Hap-
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marianne. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Kim says, I'm
We love
sleep
you.
listening. Hey, I would like to be doing that too.
Oh, let's just close our eyes and
Unfortunately,
sleep
I think
talking.
our kids are going to be here kind of late.
Ah, lame.
Loretta says, cool here in the Pacific Northwest. Hello.
Mm.
Trish says, tried the mocha with coffee. Didn't sit well. Gonna try something else.
I'm sorry.
Now, see, I personally think that coffee smells like burnt popcorn, so I don't like it, but I'm not going to yuck your yum. If you want to do it, a lot of people will mix Keto Chow. They'll either mix Keto Chow and add it to coffee, or they'll make coffee and add it to Keto Chow as the water component. Joe and Rachel like to do that in a blender and add an egg to it. And they really like to use the raspberry cheesecake or the caramel macchiato to make their coffee with.
Yeah.
So you can make coffee and add Keto Chow to it, or make Keto Chow and add coffee to it.
Nice.
Either way. In fact, if you Google Keto Chow coffee on YouTube, there's a video where we run through a bunch of different ways that people use Keto Chow with their coffee.
Yes. Speaking of coffee, I just came from now I can't remember what it's called. Frisbee game.
Ultimate Frisbee game?
Ultimate Frisbee.
You said you were going to the soccer game, and I couldn't figure out what you were
I
talking
went to an
about.
Ultimate Frisbee game, and the competitor's coach
Yeah.
was this adorable lady. She was like so hot, and I finally figured out why I liked her so much, because she looks like Renee. She looks just like Renee.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, that lady is so awesome. I love her.
Does she have the side shaved?
No, but she had this really cute hat on. Her hair was curly. It was the same length.
Okay.
And she had really nice muscles. And she was a loud, crazy coach and just reminded me of Renee. It was awesome.
When I think of Renee, I think loud crazy coach, right? Speaking of Renee, says, hey, strangers, hope all is well. I'm eating a hodgepodge throw together with beef, mushrooms, cilantro, onions, keto chow, tomato, basil, and shredded cheddar, and eating it like nachos with pork rinds. That doesn't sound terrible at all.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds really good.
And I
Lynette
hope
is
you're doing
here.
well, by the way.
Teresa missed us since she was on the cruise.
Oh, did you have a
week.
good time?
Cindy's here.
Hi, Cindy.
Let's see. Jujubee is here as well. Terry's here from Ramona, California. And Jennifer says, just got the fall flavors. Looking forward to the eggnog flavor. Never tried a lot of the fall flavors. Well, if you haven't been doing keto chow for more than a year, that would make sense because they come back every year in the fall.
Yes.
And right now is when they are available. So
We have a lot of Jennifers here today. I'm
We do.
super glad.
Jennifer says, I made keto chow in the ice cream maker. How much sweetness do I need to bump up the flavor more? Me personally, I don't add any sweetness
I don't
to
add
it.
sweetener.
In fact,
But I can see how you'd want to.
some
'cause
people
it
will
mutes
add
the flavor.
allulose, some people will add other stuff. For me, I just mix up keto chow with butter and stick it into a Ninja Creamy container, and that's it. Anyway, Jennifer says, and is heavy cream better to use instead of butter in the ice cream maker? Depends on the ice cream maker. When we use the Ninja Creamy, butter works
butter's
just fine. When we use any other ice cream maker, it tends to like coat your spoon, and it's weird.
Where's the rest of my mix-ins? I hate it. It doesn't go all the way
Bob
to the
is here.
bottom.
Renee says, I'm still quite sore. I get reminded if I stretch. Cough, sneeze, or sit down too fast.
Oh,
Pain meds only at night now. Wow. Ibuprofen
that's
during the
good.
day.
No coughing, sneezing, stretching, or sitting down too fast.
Cindy says, tomorrow is my 3-year ketoversary.
Woo!
Penny's here from Everett, Washington.
Hi, Penny.
Let's see. Carrie has invisible coffee, which is just water. That's the best kind. Let's see. Lots of people talking back. Yeah, Jujubee says raspberry is the best in coffee. Mm-hmm. You know what I made a bunch of Ninja Creamies out of yesterday? Lemon meringue. And I am really looking forward to having those.
Nice. I made salted caramel into Ninja Creamies, and that's it.
I thought you made pecan sticky bun.
Nope. Salted caramel. See, it says on the label, right there.
Right there.
Salted caramel, half
stick
stick of butter.
Okay. Kathy says, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I enjoy the caramel macchiato. Let's see. And Jennifer likes mixing coffee with keto chow. Carrie says, I have to travel to Houston, Texas, and come back home before the Streets Light came on. Okay.
That is funny.
Brendan says, I hope all goes well with your checkup. Oh, talking to Renee. Jujubee says, Lynette, I am also dreaming about Utah burgers.
Yes.
Dennis is here as
Doesn't
well.
that sound amazing?
And Becky doesn't drink coffee, but drinks matcha tea. Any recommendations for which flavor keto chow I can add to it?
Maybe
try
the chai
vanilla,
latte?
try the chai latte, try chocolate. I don't know any one of them that wouldn't work.
Chocolate? Well,
Yep.
matcha has a distinct flavor, I think. I don't know if it'd go good with chocolate.
Yep. So in all things taste, you're the expert of what you personally like.
Right.
So our recommendations are not really worth a hill of beans. Renee says, you're sweet and yes, not so loud right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lisa says, I'm eating wings and keto chow core, protein. Miriam went to Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch today.
With Lisa.
Oh, with that Lisa? Mm-hmm. Oh, that Lisa. Yes, duh. That Lisa. And I sous vide a steak and ate that.
Oh,
and it was
by
delicious.
yourself.
All by
I'll have one tomorrow.
myself.
If you want to do it again.
Okay. Neely is here. Hello, Neely.
Hi.
Gina says, good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing this terrific Tuesday?
Hi, Gina.
I'm very tired.
I'm good. I'm tired too. Guess what?
What?
I went back to sleep this morning.
I kind of had a feeling that you
I
would.
showed up at work at like 10.
I didn't show up to work I was getting in the shower at 7:10 this morning.
Yeah, like
Like super late.
As soon as you left, I like crawled into bed. I'm like, I'm just going to set my alarm for 8:30, and then 8:30 I woke up. I'm going to set my alarm for 9. Or 9 I wake up. I'm going to set my alarm for 9:30.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what's wrong with you? I'm tired.
So Renee says it's still so hot, but dang, pumpkin sausage soup sounds good. Pumpkin sausage soup, always. If that's a flavor that you like, seriously. You know what we're making for the meetup when Dr. Barry, Nisha, and Nurse Cindy are coming on October 14th?
What?
We're making pumpkin sausage soup. Or rather, we're going to have probably Lynette, thank you,
Holly
Lynette,
and Lynette
and
will
Holly.
do it. They always do all the hard work.
Maybe some other people make some as well. Last time we made way too much, and it was fine because we just had a giant pot of it in the break room
Our
at
staff
work
was so happy.
for like the next
They're like,
3 days.
I would like some more soup. Yes, I would like that soup.
Well, our video guy he's like he actually put in his 2 weeks notice last week. He's like, I might actually come back to the meetup so
Just
I can
for
have
that
some of that.
soup.
Nearly had pumpkin spice caramel for lunch. Denise says, I'm trying to learn to navigate life without my love, my husband.
Know,
Hard 12
my
days, I miss him.
heart. I'm so sorry for you. Her husband passed away.
Yeah. Connie says I make, Denise. Connie says I make keto chows using coffee and cream.
Nice.
Renee says I did use several keto chow shakes my first few days home and made chia keto chow pudding, which helped
that's
other
yummy.
things that needed helping after anesthesia.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I feel that. I'm glad that was able to be helpful to you.
So Dennis wants to know how much iron is there in keto chow. I think it's 4.6 milligrams per serving, which isn't the 18. I think it's 18 milligrams. So the FDA, this is okay. The FDA recommends, or USDA recommends 18 milligrams of iron per day for adults. That's actually for adult women, but that's the recommendation for everybody. If you are a human being that does not bleed on a monthly cycle or is routinely donating blood or is being involved in hand-to-hand combat and having wounds that make you bleed a lot. Having 18 milligrams of iron per day is actually not the best idea for people who aren't routinely having blood loss.
I'll be right back.
So, Miriam can go ahead and leave during this.
Boring anyway.
The amount of blood and the amount of iron that's in keto chow is more attuned for people who don't routinely lose a lot of blood, if that makes sense. So there you go. I actually used to have it at a higher amount, and someone pointed out, they're like, hey, by the way, have you looked into how much iron a adult male that isn't routinely losing a lot of blood needs? You might be setting yourself up for a slow toxic buildup of iron. And so I researched it a lot, and I was like, oh. And while I use keto chow for the majority of my meals, I didn't want to have a toxic buildup of iron. So that's why there's, I think it's 4.6, which is about the right amount for me and other people that are in my same situation. You guys can probably hear Miriam downstairs. Is she singing? Anyway, Barry says hello from Napa Valley, California. Tia says, hi everyone, I just finished my keto chow ice cream for dinner. How many tablespoons of butter for keto chow? That's really up to you, however much you want to use. I personally use a half stick of butter per serving, which makes a keto chow that's around 530 calories. So there you go. But I also have it size 10.5 shoe. Your mileage may vary. Jennifer says, I just started in April. Okay. Let's see. Renee says, coffee with keto chow mocha was one that was perfect last week. Orange, mango, chai latte, and chocolate toffee. Jennifer says, so what's Ketopalooza is all about lectures and stuff, while KetoCon was like vendors there. So with Ketopalooza, they are going to have a series of presentations on Saturday, but there's also a get to know you thing Friday evening. And on Sunday morning, there's a walk across a pedestrian bridge.
Oh, I love that. It's my favorite
That
part.
used to be a railroad bridge.
It's so fun. You should
And
do it.
there's also a big breakfast. So there are presentations, but it's only a small portion of the thing.
Who's asking about that?
Jennifer, fine.
Oh, Jennifer, you coming? You can walk with me.
Kathy says, good evening. Jennifer says, feeling like a bit of a push from my son, mom, and bestie. All come to me for Keto Chow electrolyte capsules.
You like just shilling them for everyone. Good job.
Neely says, this evening we're enjoying a fire in the fire pit now that forest fire season is over. Getting ready to grill a ribeye and some burgers. By the way, here is my hack for when you are camping and everyone else is making s'mores around the fire.
Hot dog.
Nope. You raid the stash of breakfast sausages that you're going to have for tomorrow and put a couple sausages on your roasting stick.
Yeah, they're yummy.
And roast yourself a breakfast sausage, and they're delicious.
And then you don't have FOMO.
Yep. Joanne says vanilla mixes well with a mocha. Jennifer says I bought the Dash ice cream maker. Okay.
Oh, that's so cute.
Barry wants to know what you're eating. So you made yourself an ice cream
A salted
with
caramel
a Ninja
keto chow.
Creamy.
It has peanuts and teeny tiny pieces of the Bell's brownie batter
Keto brick.
keto brick
Okay.
in it. And it's really delicious. I actually put some salted caramel sugar-free syrup in it too. Which
From
I
Torani,
don't
right?
think I've ever done that before.
Gina wants to know what does your shirt say.
Oh, I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
Okay. Renee points out that the pumpkin sausage soup does free well in Ziploc bags and in.
Yes.
We use the glass containers with.
Or even like
lids and-
Rubbermaid containers. We just freeze them.
Yep.
In fact, that's what Max has been having every single day for lunch. He made 4 batches of pumpkin sausage soup.
He made.
I helped him.
Yeah.
You purchased the stuff, which I appreciate. And yeah, he did make it
He's
and then
been
helped
enjoying
put it away.
Becky says, I love the pumpkin sausage soup. I'm stocking up on Keto Chow this time, although I wish it wasn't seasonal. The problem is, once we're out of the winter months, the sales drop off a cliff. And so it doesn't make any sense for us to keep it in stock, slowly getting older and closer to its expiration date. So because there's clearly a seasonality in the sales, we made it seasonal in the availability.
Plus, it's fun to change things up.
Yeah.
I'll always have chocolate toffee, chocolate peanut butter, chocolate mint, blah, blah, blah. I'll just have those all the time. And then when it comes to be springtime, I'm like, I'm feeling like root beer now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now here's the thing. You can also make the pumpkin sausage soup with salted caramel, which is available all the time.
That's what I mean. Salted
there you are.
caramel.
Myra says, I had apple pie keto chow gelatin pudding topped with a 1/4 cup of schoolyard cinnamon cereal.
Nice.
Okay, Jennifer, actually, we're going to be kicking into a question most like this. How many times per day do most people do keto chow to lose weight? Your mileage will vary.
Yes. A lot of people just replace one meal with it. So breakfast or lunch or dinner. Or sometimes they'll have like lunch keto chow and then have like a big keto dinner so that they have more time that's fasted. It's really a tool that you can have in your tool belt that you can use to help you on your journey. That's what it is.
So the question that we were going to ask, Melanie had a really good question. If I drink 3 keto chow meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, would that get me into ketosis? I'm having a hard time getting there. So probably, if you don't have anything else, my experience and those of others would be that yes, because you're eating fewer than 50 grams of total carbs and fewer than 20 non-fiber carbs, you will definitely enter a state of ketogenesis, which is your body's making ketones. And once you're making ketones, then you will be in a ketosis state, burning the ketones.
Can you guys hear me too? Because if you could, I would be really mortified. Will you tell me so I can stop?
But you don't have to do 3 for all of your meals. You don't need to. You can. It's designed so that if that's something that you want to do, you can. Like you were getting oral surgery and you're like, how do I maintain a keto diet when I can't chew anything? Yeah, Keto Chow's there for you, but you don't have to use it that way. Most of the time I'm using it for, well, today it was 2 meals a day. I did it for dinner, I did it for breakfast, I had a steak for lunch. So, yeah.
I had it for dinner. I had wings for breakfast and lunch because they were the same meal, but they were delicious.
Jennifer wants to know about how long. I don't have the schedule memorized. You'd have to check the Ketopalooza.
Yes. I don't
website.
know. You know what? They have it for download. Have you bought tickets? You should have it in your email. They have the schedule for download in your email. So go check that and download. I haven't downloaded it yet. But
Barry says you were making a lot of noise downstairs.
no, really?
I don't know. We could, because I said you guys could probably hear her.
I might have been singing, honestly. I tried not to so bad. It's so hard to not sing.
She says it sounds like she's digging for something.
Oh, I was pulling the stuff out of the container. Maybe that was catching on the microphone.
Maybe. Jennifer says my mom has requested a butter pecan creamy recipe.
Oh, I love butter
So what I would
pecan.
recommend for a butter pecan sticky bun of ultimate awesomeness, mixed with butter, dump that into a creamy. There you go. So Jody wants some cheering. Says if I lose 5 or 10 more pounds, I will have lost over 100 pounds. Good job.
Yes! I'm so happy for you. You know what? I'm happy for you now because almost 100 pounds is a freaking lot of pounds.
Yep.
So good job. Woohoo!
Okay, so Renee has a really good question. How long will the fall flavors be available? I'm going to try and get some pumpkin bill, lots of medical, and trying to buy a house while I'm out. So they're going to be available
Until they're gone.
until they're sold out. So we bought quite a good amount, and they'll just remain in stock until they are sold out. Shane Student says, why is Max on pumpkin soup diet? Because if he had the option, that is all he would eat.
Honestly, you're probably right.
Kind of like how if Haley had or Kate had their way, they would just eat
Chocolate mint.
No, they would just eat the lasagna.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that lasagna is really
Oh,
good.
Jennifer says I was wondering about the keto brick.
Okay, speaking of other Jennifer, the whatever
She
it's called,
clarified her question.
the download is the email's called Important Information About Ketopalooza 2023. If you want to look it up in your email, that's where the download is.
Okay. Cindy says I love your recipe for the beef soup gravy on roast beef in the crock pot.
Oh yes,
the
that's
lazy
so easy.
engineer
It's nice,
beef.
huh?
We have 2 containers of that in the freezer. I'm probably going to eat that soon. Marie says the pumpkin sausage soup also makes a terrific dip for pork rinds if you leave out the broth.
Oh heck yes.
But how do you mix up because I always put the broth into a blender bottle with the pumpkin spice keto chow and then dump it in. So I'm wondering how you'd mix that up then.
Oh yeah, I made it. I
Jennifer
forgot.
says the pumpkin sausage was good, made it last fall, but the pumpkin spikes my blood sugar. Sadly, can't have that often. You could probably leave the actual
Just leave the
pumpkin
pumpkin
out.
out.
Yeah, because it is kind of high in carbs. Jennifer says that's okay. I may just hoard the keto chow flavors I love. Mimi says I froze pumpkin sausage soup and traveled by air from Maryland to Florida. It's several hours. My sisters absolutely love
Yay!
it. Nice.
That's so fun that you bought that.
Lori is here.
Hey Laurie,
Let's
miss you
see.
too. Nobody told me if I was chewing loudly.
Says I wondered if she was feeding a pet. No, the only pets that we have are chickens. Okay, I was watching a video by Two Crazy Ketos today, except it was on their Two Crazy Campers channel, where Joe was talking about replacing the roof of their trailer. And I was like, where is that coming from? I kept hearing this chicken. Like it was a chicken doing its, I have laid an egg. Everyone
Was it in the
come and
background of
see.
Joe's house?
Yes, it was in the video, but the sound was coming through so clear. I thought someone in the office had a chicken as their ringtone or something.
That's funny. Now I want a chicken as my ringtone.
Right?
No, I was getting the peanuts out of the container, and the keto bricks are also in a glass jar, and so it makes that
Yeah.
sound.
Barry had a question, what is Keto Brick? So Keto Brick is this is the old packaging. It's a brick. It's 1,000 calories. It's protein mixed with fat and some other stuff like salt and whatnot. And it's shelf stable, and you can. Miriam likes to melt them down.
Melt them down and put them into a little. It's actually a dog food mold to make your own dog food, and the little pieces are like this
They're just
big.
little half circles.
Let me see if I can find.
But if you Google keto brick, you will find it.
Okay, that's how big.
A lot of times people ask
That's how big
us.
the pieces are.
They're like, "Hey, will you guys ever make a bar, like a meal bar?" No, there's keto brick. They make it great. Let's see. Brenda says, last year's Ketopalooza, I had come off 30 days of beef butter, bacon, and eggs. Hit the heavy whipping cream in Starbucks hard. Oh, it was the first time I tried Keto Chow and all the things. I was worried not knowing what might upset me. Why is a blood and platelet donation center calling you?
Because I haven't given blood in a long time.
Yeah,
We
but
went
that's
to
the
Roatan.
Red Cross that calls you.
I know, it's the same person.
Okay. You should just block the number because you're never going to answer it.
I should just donate blood.
Well, yeah.
The problem is their system isn't together with their system. So if even
They're-
the day that we donate blood, they
Yeah.
call and say, will you donate blood? And I'm
Their
like,
calling to schedule you is not talking to their, I already have an appointment. Marissa's just stir it in. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Let's see. Jennifer says, wow, Fruity
Thank you,
Pebbles
Lynette.
sounds good. Yeah, Chris is, can't wait to see us at Ketopalooza. Nice. GB says singing the egg song, right? Let's see, Brenda says I'm thinking of adding some pumpkin to my vanilla cream core tomorrow and drinking it hot.
Chris, did you
What?
hear about the new bamboo printer?
Yes.
Chris Miller?
Oh, that Chris. It's cheaper.
It's cool.
Yep. Let's see. Dennis says, yeah, no pet cats at the Bear household. Nope. Randy's here. GGB wants to know what the Fruity Pebbles hack. That's strawberry mixed with lemon meringue and orange cream.
And it does taste like
You
Fruity
just,
Pebbles.
I usually put all three together and then split it up into 3 blender bottles, and it tastes like Pebbles, or it tastes like Fruit Loops, rather. Let's see. Okay, so
Chris has something to say.
I wanted to talk about the stupidest thing that I have done in years. So, yesterday, when I made lunch for Miriam, I made Miriam a pork chop in the sous vide, and I made me a steak in the sous vide. And she was talking on the phone, and I was like, well, she's not answering her text messages. I told her to come down and get her food. Anyway, I went to go, I was like, I want something to drink. So I went into the storage room where we keep all of our stuff, and there was some Dr. Pepper. I'm like, oh, okay, Dr. Pepper. I will grab one of those and I'll drink it. So I drank it about halfway done, went upstairs, gave Miriam her pork chop, because at that point she said, can you just bring it up? And as I was sitting there finishing up my stuff, Miriam looked over and said, hey, isn't Diet Dr. Pepper white? And I said, wait, what? And I looked down. Yes, this is a picture off someone's website. Diet Dr. Pepper has a white label. Dr. Pepper Zero has a black and red label.
I don't think we have Dr. Pepper Zero that we've been able to buy.
I
That's
didn't
the
think
thing.
that there was any regular Dr. Pepper at the office. Apparently there is.
For the non-keto people.
And a 12-ounce can, which I had drank 2/3 of, by the time Miriam said, that isn't Dr. Pepper white, Diet Dr. Pepper, has 40 grams of sugar in it. Straight up sugar.
So he's a traitor
And when
this whole time.
it's so stupid. Like, it wasn't even good.
Yeah.
Like, I could have eaten half a cinnamon roll.
Right?
And instead, what was I doing? Drinking sugary soda to just knock me out of a ketogenic state. It was just stupid. And the funny thing is, I'm always like neurotic when we go to a restaurant. I don't really want to order a diet soda because, we're not even. I don't even want to talk about aspartame and the stupid studies that have come out that are poorly done and use crazy high doses. I'm not even going to go into that. But I'm neurotic because I'm afraid that the server is going to bring us not diet soda.
Because we've had that happen before.
Yeah, we were at
honestly,
Buffalo Wild
I can't
Wings.
tell the difference.
I happened to have some
there is a
glucose
difference.
test strips
I just
one time,
can't tell.
and I tested. I stuck it into the soda and I pulled it out and it turned purple. And the server came by and I said, "Is this diet soda?"
Mountain Dew.
And he's like,
Yeah.
"No." I said, "I asked for diet." He's like, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "Sorry?" Like if I was a type 1 diabetic, no. Anyway, so I'm always, what I'm getting to, I'm always really funny about, I'm worried that I'm going to have actual soda, sugar, but in a can, you can be fairly sure that, hey, this is going to...
This is what I think it is.
And it was just...
You did grab it in the dark, probably.
No, the light automatically comes on. It was just stupid.
It was just human error. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes.
Anyway, Rihanna says Rigby's office did that to me today. I was on a telehealth visit with him, and his office was calling me to find out why I wasn't at my appointment.
I need to call him, actually, because I need my prescription refilled. Dang it.
Jennifer says I practically begged to donate plasma. The center just won't follow up with my doctor. They keep dropping the ball.
Dang it.
Renee says, I donated blood and parts last week. Asked my doctor if I could have all the ovaries or uterus back in a jar to keep on my mantle, but was told no, due to pathology needing to hack it up and make sure they got it all.
That's funny and horrible.
Yeah. Dennis is worse than procrastinating the mattress exchange? Yes. Stupider than that.
Oh, yeah, the mattresses. Did you tell him about that when I was late?
Gina's blood sugar spike. Here's the thing. I was like, Miriam, do we have any glucose testers around here? No. There wasn't a Keto Mojo or any.
No CGM.
There was
which is funny because we have like so many.
I have a
They
pile
all
of
are just right
three
here.
of them sitting right there.
And we were at the office. I said, well, let's drive home real quick.
I'm like, I don't want to do that.
He
I just want to wallow in misery.
He just got ornery. But did you feel bad? Did you get a headache? Because my thing is if I ever accidentally eat anything bad, I'll sometimes get a headache.
I didn't feel great. I don't think I was in a deep state of ketosis before that. Probably because I just ate a lot of protein.
Yeah.
Which eating a giant steak will raise your blood sugar. Nothing like drinking a soda.
Having protein before having sugar is going to mitigate that response too. So
Yep.
That's good.
Does that mean we have to kick Chris out of the keto club?
Yeah, he's kicked out.
Absolutely. Yep. That says, oh no, not the regular Dr. Pepper. It's such an easy mistake to make. Don't beat yourself. But the thing is, it's just stupid. That's my problem. Like it wasn't even
Honestly,
good.
I love it. I'm the one who always makes mistakes, so it's about time it was your problem. Like, yes, finally, you made a mistake, and it's not me. Forever.
Yeah, Jennifer says, Chris and Miriam, do you use Plex seasonings on your meat? They were selling it at KetoCon, made of organ meat and spices. No.
I think we had some, but I don't think I've ever used them.
Yeah,
I think I got some like free
I
samples.
mostly just use
real salt, pretty
real
much.
salt and stuff like that.
There is one that we've been using a lot lately is the Pork and Good jalapeno. That seasoning.
Oh, yeah.
I've been
That's
using
good.
that. I've been taking chicken breasts and mixing it in with eggs for Ruth and putting jalapeno seasoning on it. She likes it a lot.
Jujubee says Chick-fil-A mixed up their supply lines at the thing. And I said I can smell the difference. I don't even have to taste it. They argue with me. I drank a large sip and opened my CGM app. The look of horror on their face.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Chris says I can't
That's
even
the
taste
thing.
the difference anymore, so I just
I
get
can't.
unsweetened. Yeah, and the funny thing is, it didn't even taste good. Like I didn't even notice
It
a
didn't
difference.
make you feel like you were having carbs.
No.
Yeah.
So why would I cheat if it's not even like
Worth a cheat.
worth it? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So cheat. I don't like using that word.
I hate that word.
Yep. GB says, yeah, just sat there and watched it climb.
Like, watch.
Let's see, GB says, fun fact, Coke is better for a diabetic than orange juice or chocolate candy when they're low. That is interesting. Huh. Elena says, I have a question. I opened a new bag, and the closing zip came away from the bag. Should I transfer it to another container?
Shoot.
Will the contents be okay? So...
It probably would be okay.
Probably be okay. I personally would stick it in another container, just because that's what we normally do. And you could even just put it into a Ziploc bag if you really wanted to.
And reach out to customer service because they'll get you a new bag.
Yep. Christy Davis is here, made alive from Canada.
I love that you're in Canada. How are you doing? I miss your face.
Jerry says, Chris, let it go. Let it go. Oh, that's funny. Randy says, wait, Chris made a mistake? Oh, I make mistakes all the time.
He just doesn't usually admit them.
Jameson says, I want to try the jalapeno popper soup.
Excuse me.
Renee says, jalapeno popper soup, yes, it's really
Oh
good.
my gosh, you love it so much. Max also made that, and it's so funny. I was asking him today. I'm like, so how did you like the jalapeno popper soup? And he's like, I haven't tried it yet. Well, you made like a huge vat of jalapeno popper soup and pumpkin sausage soup. He's like, I'm just eating pumpkin sausage soup in his deep voice. But I wanted to know if he liked it because I'm like, you're going to like this because he likes everything.
Yep.
But I really like that recipe. You'll have to
And it is on our website.
find it.
Now, Renee says Keto Chow would blow up, I bet, if we made a savory jalapeno cheddar soup. But maybe discuss that's difficult. Yeah, I have tried making cheese-flavored and bacon-flavored savories.
Bacon doesn't work.
Neither does cheese, and I have said it before. I will say it again. I will never develop another savory flavor because we already have the beef soup base that you can make into any savory flavor you want.
Right.
And it was literally, I was like, hey, we could do a clam chowder flavor and a potato or a cauliflower, broccoli, cheese soup, all these stuff. And I'm like, wait, why don't...
Or we could just have a naked flavor.
Yeah, we could just have one that doesn't have any flavor and people can add those things to it. Because a clam chowder flavored soup will never taste like a soup with chunks of clams and cauliflower and stuff in there. And cheese.
But you know, it's easy to do. Just
onions.
dump some clams in there. I got to make some more of that because that's what Sam wants to eat.
Yep.
For his lunch, he likes to eat on Mondays and Wednesdays soup because then he can bring his game stuff for the after-school activity.
Denise has, unfortunately, says it got completely off plan because of the emotions.
Yep.
You will get back on track.
Yep.
Actually,
we believe in you.
So here's my recommendation. If you take an unexpected turn and aren't doing what you want to do with your diet, act like it never happened. Act like you never had a problem. Act like you never drank the Dr. Pepper, because I could have gone completely off the rails yesterday.
Yeah, it would have been easy to be like,
because
no, I already did that. I
already
can have
sabotaged
some French
myself.
fries.
Yeah. It's better just to say, no, that never happened. I mean, I'm talking about it here because I just think it's stupid that I did it. But, yeah.
Yes. But, Denise, your heart is hurting, so I am understanding.
And Nostalgic Guy also says I don't order Diet Coke anymore because I've had it happen to me before. And being a type 1 diabetic, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is scary.
Jennifer Fine says, what meat company do you order from? We don't order online meat.
We mostly buy stuff from Costco.
Or Sam's Club. Or actually, we get a lot of stuff from Lucky's and from our local Kroger when stuff's on sale as well.
Oh, yeah, Smith's.
Yep. Violet Butterfly says, my husband is a Dr. Pepper addict. He's tried the Dr. Pepper Zero and says it tastes like Dr. Pepper, but with no sugar at all. Let's see. Jujubee says, nostalgic. I made it clear to them it's a mistake. But if you give this to a type 1 diabetic who is driving, you could cause a terrible accident. I was kind, but serious. Yes.
Yes.
Renee says, I still am using the chicken soup base. It lends to anything I want to create.
Yeah, the chicken soup
Nice.
is the best, honestly. I love it.
GGB says daikon radish makes a much better potato substitute than cauliflower. True, but they do have, both of them have quite a lot of carbs. So, yeah, let's see. I've fed my standard American diet friend zuppa toscana with daikon radish, and no one knew.
Wow, I need to make that. I would be fine just leaving it out. I think it would stand up okay without it.
So Denise has 3 ribeyes.
Oh,
Fine.
good.
Yes. Renee says water with a wedge of lemon is a safe drink. Yes, it is.
Yes, it
Gina
is.
says making lazy engineer beef tomorrow. Okay. So that was the stupidest thing I've ever made. So here's a good question for you. Is it better to use butter or heavy cream or a different fat entirely when making keto chow?
That just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to try it, I think the easiest thing to do is try it with heavy cream.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to start, right? Yep. Butter, I feel like is, well, first of all, it's the lowest carbs.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of hard to mix because you have to melt the butter,
It's
you have
kind
to
of
get
like
warm water,
version
make them together.
2.0. Like once
like- It's a little harder.
Yeah. So yeah, start with the heavy cream, work from there, and here on the how to make it. Hey, there's like it says, we recommend a 1/2 cup heavy cream. And down here, if you go to learn more about which fats you can use on this preparation, there's an entire list of fats that you can use.
Yep.
Fats that you can use, but we typically do not recommend, and a warning about powdered fats. So, and then a whole video where we just go into rather exhaustive detail.
Look, my hair's longer.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was a long
So,
time
anything
ago.
else on that you wanted to talk about?
No, but I did see Tracy's here. Tracy, how are you doing?
A Dr. Pepper addict. Let's see. Oh, Sarah is going to go. Has to be up at 4:30. Jukio is sitting there,
honey,
addicted to
tight.
Dr. Pepper. So many other choices. Renee says, I have everything except for chicken for the popper soup. Nice. I might have 10 pounds of pork belly.
I think that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Jalapeno popper pork belly soup.
Gina
For
votes
the
for
win.
butter. Swoley Belly says butter always. GB says 4 total carbs per 100 grams for daikon. Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I was
Really?
thinking it was more like
Okay.
6.
5 total carbs for cauliflower. It's just a little is needed, and the radish holds its shape. Kate's going to take off. Good night, Kate.
Okay.
Renee says, anyone tried the bamboo fiber? Seems to be crazy. I know that
Oh, I have seen that.
Neely has a video.
And Christy's tried it too.
Yeah. Cynthia went straight into butter. GGB says butter or beef tallow. Yeah, there you go. Denise says a few years ago I only ate ribeyes for 2 years straight. So ribeyes, here I come. And Roy stocked up the freezer with those ribeyes.
Oh, that's love from him.
You can have one and think of him every time.
Yep.
Exchange student hasn't tried bamboo fiber. Let's see. Dennis uses both heavy whipping cream and coconut butter, heavy whipping cream along with coconut oil. Okay.
Nice.
Let's see. Upstate Keto Girl made it. Welcome. Let's see. Tracy says, Miriam, I'm doing good. Surgery is Thursday.
Oh, I thought it was this week.
I've prepped a bunch of keto chow for my meals during recovery.
Okay, well, I've been thinking about you so much, so.
Cynthia wants to know, is there a new flavor on the horizon? Are you working on one or more? So we don't talk about flavors.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Or better put, there are none to speak of. The problem is if we talk about anything that's in development, it could be 3 months before it becomes available.
Be 6 months.
Or 6 months or 2 years.
Could be next year.
The strawberry cream and vanilla cream
a
literally
long time.
took 2 years
Yep, took a long time.
to come out with. So let's see. Denise says I overcooked my pork belly today. Oh, no.
Oh, that is sad.
Renee says, while you guys are in Texas, did you ever try Texas Twinkies? Jalapeno poppers with hunks of brisket in them. I think...
Oh, except if we tried them at Heath's house. Didn't
we
he
might
have them
have.
at his house when we were there?
I think so. Anyway, it says maybe I'll use the shredded beef for the soup.
Oh, speaking of bamboo flour, I have not been using that, but I have been dehydrating meat like crazy and then grinding it into flour and using that.
That's true.
And it's delicious. Just so you know.
Okay, Patricia says the other day on Facebook someone posted they were having trouble with dairy. You suggest they mix it with gelatin. That's actually Christy Davis's thing. When people would say, hey, I'm having problems with keto chow, I get bubble gut or whatever, she would say, try it with gelatin. You'd be surprised. And like a teaspoon of gelatin.
Yeah, a teaspoon, and it just makes it like a little bit thicker in your shake.
Just a little bit.
And that seems to help quite a bit. If you do 2 teaspoons, then it's like a pudding. And if you do 3 teaspoons, it's like a Jello. So you can just take your keto chow and just...
As best as we can tell, it's either magic that's doing it, or some of the amino acids in the gelatin allow for better digestion of the milk protein.
It's cool. Try it. Tell us what
I
you
think it's magic.
I also noticed with myself, like I don't get super bad problems, but every once in a while, if I drink keto chow as breakfast and I have not had anything to eat in a long time, then sometimes my tummy gets bloated. But if for some reason, if I have it for lunch or dinner, that doesn't happen.
Interesting.
I don't know why. It's just weird.
Oh, Swally says he had regular poppers with sausage. We need to try Texas Twinkies.
Oh, okay. Yes,
I'll allow myself to do that.
I'm willing to try that.
Deborah says, thanks for making keto chow. I'm finally reaching my goals. Much love.
Yes, Deborah.
And Renee's been making Asian marinated pork belly bites. Exchange Student has been doing pork belly at work in a convection oven.
Yes.
That's interesting.
I'm jealous. I want to be your work buddy.
Yeah, that would not smell terrible at all. That would smell actually really good. Okay. Heather wanted to know.
Okay.
What's everyone's favorite ice cream mix-ins for different flavors?
Okay.
I just got my Creami Deluxe Wednesday, and so far I've just done Lakanto chocolate chips and pecans, but I know I'll get tired of these soon. My favorite is just straight up peanuts. The cocktail peanuts that you get in the giant container.
And the nice thing about the Ninja Creami is you can have just a little bit, and it goes a long way. It's like 30 grams is plenty.
My second most favorite mix-in is some Lily's chocolate chips. Again, just a little bit of them.
I put the keto brick in there, but you have to melt it down, so that's kind of a pain. But I don't feel guilty about the keto brick, and I don't overeat that as much. And the Lily's will give me gas if I have too much of these. So I like the keto bricks. And then I just started dehydrating strawberries too. So I have like a couple. I haven't actually had them yet, but I have had on my mind to do this, to put a couple pieces of the strawberries in there, because it'll stay longer than a fridge strawberry will.
Rachel's favorite mix-in is crispy bacon bits.
Oh, yeah.
Bacon cut up into little pieces and cooked really crispy. Speaking of the dehydrator, you know that's what Mama Sarah Warren uses to make bacon jerky, right?
Yeah. I don't think I want to get started.
Okay.
I've been dehydrating everything. Every day it's going all day long. It's been a fun little thing for me. It's my mom's.
Jason says, I've never mixed in anything. B-Dog likes pecan toasted in butter.
Oh, that sounds good.
JB says the whole neighborhood, the Facebook page blows up when I'm smoking my bacon. They all smell it all day.
Yum.
Deborah says I used Mom's Nuts, the peanut butter, the lollies.
Yeah, lollies.
I mix in the chocolate toffee. Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Cynthia likes peanuts and chocolate chips with a banana.
Ooh, with a banana.
Rhiannon uses Lily chips or chocolate pieces. I mix and match different flavors. GGB says I share with my neighbors left and right. No one dimes at me out.
Yes.
There you go. Jennifer wants to know how long does it take to smoke bacon. It depends on how you're doing it.
Yes.
I never smoke to time. I smoke to temperature. So you use a thermometer. Marie says it keeps them from deflating. Oh, and they are lighter and fluffier when I use pork rind crumbs. Pork rind crumbs give a chewier texture.
Nice.
Renee says, you know, I'm not a sweets person, but after surgery I've been craving chocolate, which ordinarily I hate, and other sweets. Satisfied by keto chow is so strange. Heat up the keto chow and have hot chocolate.
Yes.
Upstate Keto Girl says I made birthday cake with Chalk Zero strawberry sauce.
Oh, that sounds good.
Lynn likes chopped walnuts.
I would like that also.
Renee wants a dehydrator. Again, Miriam apparently had a dehydrator.
Yeah, it's been in our basement this whole time.
Yeah, for like 12,
We've had it our whole
15
marriage,
years.
probably. And it's like this brown color because it's from the 70s.
It's so old.
It's really
Cynthia
great.
says, I like unsweetened coconut and just about everything. Nice. Rennie says, I love the bacon jerky. The fat does not render as much, so you get more fat when I dehydrate it. Tracy says, I have my air fryer at the office, and I make bacon and
Nice.
hamburger patties for lunch almost daily.
That sounds
Wow.
awesome.
I actually worked at the place where everybody had refrigerators and microwaves like at their desks because there was no break room. And then they came out with you can't have microwaves and refrigerators at your desk, and everyone was like, yeah, whatever.
Where are we
It was
gonna
pretty
put
funny.
where are we gonna heat our food up?
Okay, continuing with ice cream keto chow.
Okay.
Ricky asked, I've looked up ice cream stuff in here and can't find the answer. Has anyone successfully made ice cream in a churn that was still creamy after a few days in the freezer? Mine was rock hard.
No, there's too much water in keto chow and it turns to ice. So you're not going to be able to get that unless you do some ice cream magic.
Now I have noticed, okay, let's say you've got a Ninja Creamy or something like that. You can't finish it all the way. Usually we flatten off the top so that you could run it through the creamy again and then stick it in the freezer. I've personally found that if I take it out and let it sit for like 20 minutes, it's like I never froze it again. It softens up.
Oh
and it's
yeah,
just
the
fine.
hard stuff. Yeah, and honestly, I don't care about chipping it away. It just depends on if I really want ice cream or not. But yeah, that's not how keto chow works, unfortunately.
Yep. So yeah, but then again, keto chow, like Miriam said, it's got too much water in it for it to be a scoop it right out of the freezer. No, it just freezes too hard. Some people have said that you can add vodka to it. What I know.
Oh, I have heard that too.
Or like really a lot of allulose, and it might freeze better. But it's not the sort that you just take it out of the freezer and it's ready to go. You have to do stuff to it. Anyway.
Do stuff.
GGB says smokes bacon for 2 to 3 hours, but I smoke it till a temp of 150.
Well, you know
Outside
what?
air temperature affects overall
I think
time.
I have a solution for my problem.
What's that?
Let's have Jujubee move next door, because then she could share her vegetables and her recipes and her bacon with me.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, sorry. Deborah says the hazelnut chalk zero are great mixed in too. Cynthia likes vanilla with black walnuts.
Oh, that's fun.
Jennifer says I smoked bacon sounds really good.
Yeah.
Jason says I got a meat slicer for free over the weekend, so I need to play with that soon.
Heck
Wow.
yes! You get out a dehydrator and then slice your meat and put it on there.
Renee says I think the maple waffle would be excellent with bacon bits mixed in. That does sound fantastic.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Jennifer wants to know, does anyone have a recipe for beef heart? I've never actually had beef heart.
Nope.
Chris Miller says, I just found that core made with tallow is super creamy after only one spin in the creamy. I actually noticed that the core,
Yeah.
when I made it and when I did 2 spins on the light ice cream,
Yeah.
it was like soft serve.
Oh.
Something about it made it just not
It's probably the
freeze
beef
quite as...
protein.
Yeah.
The beef makes everything weird.
Yep.
But it's fun to find out new things, right?
Yep. Let's see. Dennis says my favorite add-in is 14 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and even with that much, it still freezes solid. GGB says, just talk to Uncle Sam for me.
All right, I will. I'll give him a call. I need someone to move by me.
What was I listening to? Somebody was talking about, so what did you do after college? And the answer was, I had a rich uncle that sent me on a tour of the world and paid for it all.
What a nice uncle.
Uncle Sam. They were in the military.
Oh,
I thought that was a really funny way to say it.
that is funny.
Had a rich uncle. Yeah, Chris says it's good weird, though. Yep. So, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about tonight? I got all my talking points figured out.
Nope.
No? Okay. Marie says, I think the beef protein has some naturally occurring gelatin. Yes. And it has quite a bit of collagen,
Yep.
which we're not claiming on the label.
But it's in there.
It is in there. collagen is a specific grouping of different amino acids. That's collagen. And we could claim that on the labels, but I'm not really interested in doing label claims. So, yeah. Deborah says my son is currently deployed to Japan.
Oh, on a
Nice.
tour from Uncle Sam.
All right, so we are going to go. That was my notification that if I want 7.5 hours of sleep,
Go to sleep now.
it's time to go to sleep. So, you guys all have a fantastic day, and I hope
Sleep
you
tight.
hope you have a good week. So, bye everybody.
Bye.